What's up, everyone? It is Michelle Alexandria coming at you with the update on my LG OLED TV. Look at this, people. No more burning. Woo! Woo! No more burning. And I'm just kidding. Hi, I got you all. I actually ended up buying a brand new TV this week. But let me give you an update on the LG burn-in situation. So last week I actually ran a bunch of those LG OLED burn-in fix videos. You know, I turned them on when I went to work, came back, and the burn-in was still there, but it actually wasn't as bad as it was last week. So they did something. They just didn't remove the burn-in. After going around and around with LG customer support last week, I decided to call them, and let me tell you, LG's customer support is actually pretty darn good. Every time I talk to them, it only took me about 5 minutes to get to a human being, and I would say that's pretty darn good. The problem is, every time I talk to them, they would leave me feeling like something was getting done, and it never did. They kept telling me that, you know, everything was being escalated, they were reaching out to the support centers and everything. But the problem is the nearest support center isn't even anywhere near my house, so that's where the disconnect was. Once LG realized that, they were able to find another repair center that was in my area, and yesterday they called me. So I called LG on Thursday. They finally realized what was going on. They reached a local repair shop yesterday. I was on the phone with the repair guy like an hour later. So they ordered the part. They ordered a brand new screen for my OLED, and it's been delivered by freight early next week. And the repair guy said he will show up at my door hopefully by the end of next week to fix my TV. So hopefully all is well that ends well on that front. However, my trust in OLED technology I won't lie, it has been shaken a little bit. I still love the technology, and I think as long as you have a warranty, you'll be good to go. But my faith in the tech is a little shaken, but that still wouldn't stop me from getting a 65-inch LG OLED C8 or maybe a C9 next year. I won't go that far, like other idiots. But yeah, my faith in the technology is shaking a little bit just because I experienced the issue personally. But I still say burn-in probably isn't as big of an issue to most people, most OLED owners. I just got bit by the bad panel. Simple as that. I'm not gonna be a child about it. I just got bit. That's all there is to it. But what is this brand new TV that I have? I just got it delivered this morning, and I may do some videos on this TV. I'm not sure, because it's a TV that everyone's talked about already, and there's probably like 100 videos on this TV already, and I don't know what I can add to it. And I recently had a copyright strike, a copyright scare. Then I'm going to do a video on this story about how some company tried to blackmail me for $20,000 on some stupid image, and I'll tell that story some other time. But I won, and I threatened the photographer. Actually, I told him you don't know who you're messing with, essentially, and I would get you blackballed. And at that point, they dropped their lawsuit. But I will tell that story later. But anyway, so the TV, let me tell you, TV shopping is a pain in the butt. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And it's gotten worse because the only store you can actually buy, someone like me can buy from, is Best Buy. Because Best Buy is the only store I can walk into, take a look at some TVs, and I can actually have a TV delivered to my doors, delivered into my home, unboxed, set up, with the box taken away. And if something goes wrong, I know Best Buy will come out here, pick up the TV, and I don't have to deal with it. All these other companies like Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, no one would commit to actually bring the damn TV into my home, much less unbox it and set it up. And I'm one person. I'm not going to be lugging around a huge TV and trying to set it up myself. That is not in my wheelhouse. I don't do that kind of stuff. I paid money for it to get that stuff done. So that's the reason why I wanted to get it from Best Buy. But the problem was most of the TVs I was looking at was sold out, And the TV I really want is the Vizio P Quantum, but you can't get that TV, and at this point, I'm pissed off at Vizio for not being able to supply that TV, and that TV's been sold out for 4 freaking months. All of a sudden, it goes on sale on Black Friday for $13.99. I'm ready to buy it, and again, it's sold out. I'm like, what the fuck is Vizio doing? Are they only making 1 unit available of this stupid TV? And add insult to injury, right after Black Friday, the TV goes back up to $2,100 and it's still sold out. And I'm like, in what universe would I spend $2,100 on a TV that I know was just on sale for $1,300 the day before? That's ridiculous. I would never do that. So screw Vizio. And I generally love Vizio, but the way they're handling this whole Vizio P series quantum thing, screw them. And then I have issues with various brands. So I'm going to tell you how I came to the decision to buy the TV that I ended up with. So basically, as many of you know, I'm not a fan of Sony TVs because I think the interface is wretched, absolutely wretched and buggy, and I don't like Sony's business practices when it comes to their TVs. And I've gone into rants about this in the past. So I really can't buy a Sony TV, although if I was going to buy another LCD TV, and maybe a Sony. Samsung, I love Samsung TVs, but I hate the fact that they don't have that they don't support Dolby Vision, and I also hate the fact that I hate how they implement HDR. I hate how they implement HDR. It just feels wrong, and like they're just turning on a flashlight and everything was washed out to me when the HDR is activated. Other than that, I love Samsung TVs. I love Quantum Dots. I love the way they actually look and perform. But once HDR is turned on, it kind of just looks weird. It looks weird and crappy to me. And Samsung TVs are really prone to bad blooming and flashlighting. That's why I may not get another Samsung TV, but I will say the Q8 and the Q9 are very tempting. The only problem is those TVs are so expensive. I would probably want to get it from something like QVC, where I could just pay over a few months. But the problem with QVC is when they deliver it, they're not going to set it up for you. So I'm like, screw that. And I don't want to have a $1,000 bill every month for a stupid TV. I'd rather just shell out the money up front, take the pain of spending $3,000 at one time, as opposed to constantly being reminded of the fact that I'm spending $3,000 on a stupid TV. So for that reason, I didn't want to go with the Q9. And then the Q8 and Q6 were actually sold out at the Best Buys in my area, which was kind of ridiculous. And then I went the Vizio P series, but not because I couldn't get the Vizio P Quantum. But the Vizio P was on sale for $7.99 one day, and the next day it jumps up to $1,100. And at that point, I was like, screw that nonsense. I mean, the day it was on sale for $7.99, it was completely sold out. And then the next day, it went up to $1,100, and 3 days later, it's mysteriously available. And I'm like, screw that. I'm not paying $1,100 for a TV that was just on sale for $800. And so for all of those reasons, I ended up on the Last Man Standing, which is the brand new, this year's TCL 615 65-inch version for $1,050 is how much I paid for this TV. And so far, I am absolutely loving this TV. I will say, once again, the HDR features on this TV, much like last year's P-Series TV, is kind of crappy. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a really hard time getting it dialed in, but I'm going to play with it for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And the reason why I went with this TV instead of going all in and maybe getting another C8 65 inches, because I feel like I'm just rewarding LG for having a bad screen, and I don't want to do that right now. And at this point, I don't want to spend a lot of money on a new TV if said TV is, if they're coming out with brand new models next year. I would rather spend $1,000 with this TV, sit with it for about 8 months, and then get a brand new TV, a brand new 2019 TV. But so far, I will say I'm really loving the R617 when I watch regular content and 4K content. And I'm sorry I'm not really showing you anything. And the reason why I'm not showing you anything is I'm just scared to death of copyright these days. And especially after the week I've had last week fighting with lawyers over copyright material that I actually own. So that's going to hamper my ability to run this channel, really, because I'm not going to be able to show you anything because I'm paranoid about that. Because when I do stuff on my website, I have permission to use any kind of material I want from all the film studios and TV studios. But with random YouTube content, who knows what the hell can happen. So that's why I'm really paranoid about running anything. I don't even want to run these Dolby tests or any of that kind of stuff anymore. But anyway, yes, I ended up going with the TCL R617. My initial impression is I really love the picture quality on regular non-HDR stuff. But the interface is really kind of, I'm getting used to it. So that's all I'll say about the interface right now is I'm just getting used to it, and it's just going to take me a while. It just feels really busy and unnecessarily annoying. And the one thing I really hate about it is that if you're watching something, I'm used to WebOS, where I can, or even Samsung Tensing system, which I had on my old Samsung UHD player. I'm used to being able to like just press a button and easily navigating between apps. Instead, on the Roku box, I have to physically go out of my apps, go here, and then go into an app, which is like 2 or 3 extra steps, which is annoying because I prefer just having a pop-up come up at the bottom and I could scroll through and do fast switching and all that kind of stuff. But so far, I gotta say, I'm liking this TV. The HDR feature is what's turning me off. So I'm really hoping I can get that dialed in because I really don't want to get another TV, especially when I'm moving in mid-April, in mid-January. And this TV hits all my everything that I want on a TV. And let me just say, the TV is brilliant in terms of the black levels are beautiful on this thing. It's the best looking when it comes to just regular 1080p 4K content. This TCL R615 TV is the best LCD TV I've seen in since I started trying to find a 4K TV. And I won't say in terms of picture quality. I'm just talking in terms of there's no noticeable blooming on this TV. The black levels are really superb. There's no backlight bleeding, there's no flashlighting, there's nothing wrong with the screen other than the fact that I think the picture's a little fuzzy and not as sharp as I'm used to, and the colors are a little more muted than what I'm used to, and again, the HDR just isn't up to snuff yet. But I'm hoping I can dial that in and fix that. But yeah, everything else, for $1,000, this is a great TV. So again, that's my OLED. That is my OLED update. It's getting fixed sometime next week. I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But again, I'm not going to be showing new clips or anything anymore after my copyright scare last week. So sorry if this video is a little bit plain to you guys, but what can you do? It's the world we live in. So talk to you guys later. Bye.